Hi there. This is the 8th lesson of my voice lessons, and this one has to do with developing a crescendo or a decrescendo with a correctly placed sound containing the three basic qualities of a good sound: ring in the ears, ping in the head, and buzz in the mask, and also the manifestation of a vibrato. Not a tremolo, which many of you think is a vibrato. Just study my video from a couple years ago, a video on vibrato versus tremolo. Anyway, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a pitch that's comfortable. First of all, always warm up your voice and go through your 3 steps for the 3 basic facets for good vocal production. The 3 steps that go before you actually begin to sing. Are you ready? Number 1, mental awareness. How am I going to sing? Freely and beautifully. Can't have anything on my mind but singing. Number 2, my posture. My head is speech level. That means I'm looking straight at the wall, and I do not allow my head to tip up and down, or my jaw to jut to support the sound, or my tongue to support the sound, or my neck to support the sound. There's 3 basic checks for a well-produced sound, and I already did a video on those. You can find it from anywhere between 2 weeks and a month ago. I may do another one just to go more in depth on it. Here we go. I'm ready. My posture. Rib cage comfortably lifted and expanded. Rib cage comfortably lifted and expanded. I'm neither tense nor relaxed, but I'm poised with the energy of a dancer in action, surging through my body. You have to start there, and you have to stay there. Now, did that work for me? Well, I started singing at the age of 12 professionally, got my first paid situation, first paid gig, as they like to say, paid musical job. My mother hired me to sing for the PTA meeting at Our Lady of Fatima in Spokane, Washington. And I did it. Played my guitar, my little Harmony Sears guitar, and did my songs for about 45 minutes. And I got $5. Well, that was 1962, the same year that the New Christy Minstrels had their big hit, "This Land Is Your Land." You know that one. And we just said goodbye to the original leader of the Christy Minstrels about 3 weeks ago now. His name, I think you all know it, Randy Sparks. He wrote Today, and the only person he ever gave permission to sing it professionally and release it to make money during his lifetime is John Denver. Here we go now. Ribcage comfortably high and expanded, neither tense nor relaxed. I'm poised with the energy of a dancer surging through my body. My head stays level. My jaw doesn't need to drop any further than a little bit more than gravity would make it as far as it would open downward. Like that. Now, waking up the cheeks, like there's a little secret you're hiding from somebody like your mommy or somebody you love, besides your mommy. Anyway, and a little kind of a trumpet mouth, and away we go. I'll give us a B flat. And sounds better when you turn the piano on, or I should say the electric keyboard. Now this is where I'll be starting. Anyone who can handle that pitch, start there. Anyone who can handle this pitch comfortably, start there, start there. Now you're going to be practicing the crescendo on those pitches after you warm up with your yawn sigh. So right now I'm going to do about a minute of yawn sigh. I should do a couple minutes, but I've already been up since about 7 o'clock this morning. And it's 2:30 in the afternoon here in Post Falls, Idaho. So here I go. Hold my breath, silent, inward, downward, and outward, expanding all the non-bony areas, the intercostal muscle set, the front, abdomen, sides, pelvis, above the pelvis and to the floating ribs. That's 7 muscles. In the back, the same, pelvis up to the floating ribs, and then the buttocks. They all expand. They're muscles that don't have any bone to interfere with the expansion. So here I go, sitting up straight, everything I mentioned. Oh! see how my mouth gets smaller and kind of pointed out? That's because, remember, the correct approach to singing is a volume apex. Your bottom notes are going to be a tiny bullfrog. Then it's bullfrog. Then it's you, the Foley human. Then it's robin, robin, robin. Then it's chickadee, chickadee, chickadee. And then finally, hummingbird, if you can do it. Hummingbird, hummingbird. Keep in mind, if you just happen to come on, I ruined my voice knowing fully well how to sing, and I've had 2 surgeries to repair it. Here we go. That's why I'm not as clear as most singers who can sing very well. It's the best my old broken voice can do. I have some scarring in that middle range. I've done enough. Now I'm going to sustain a sound. Ring, ping, buzz, vibrato. And remember, there should be nose in the tone, always, but not tone through the nose, okay? B flat. I'm going to do a Lou, medium volume, going louder, and then the softer. Ooh. Ooh. I did crescendo, then decrescendo. Do that on all the notes that you can do properly, remembering, of course, that this little epiglottis, the Adam's apple, should stay in a low, not forcibly low, but its naturally low position. You don't even have to call it low if you don't want to. Just gulp. Where it ends up is where it should stay when you speak and sing. Now, it might rise a little bit or maybe a tip forward a little bit, but it should not go back in and up so that the bump is gone. That is, no, that's not healthy. And many of the singers of today and speakers do that all the time, and that's why they're having surgeries left and right and losing their voices. Be sure and study the article in The Guardian, Guardian. It's an electronic newspaper. Why do singers like Adele keep losing their voices? It's a great article, absolutely valid. Now I'm going to do that again. Instead of a B flat, I'll do it on a C. Now that really helps when you're singing, like earlier in the other video I did Deck the Halls, because maybe I do this. I'm in the key of E. And I want to get louder through a phrase. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. La la, 'tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Told the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la, or fa la 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 la. Loud to soft. I can't do that real well because of the damage I've done to my throat. However, I do have some original recordings my wife and I have done, so please ask me for those. My number is 208-620-6175. And if you give me your name and your address, I'll send you a CD for free. Remember, keep singing on the breath and speaking on the breath. Talk to you again real soon, okay? Bye-bye.